Here with Masters Greco champ Rudy James, just won his weight class. Had to scrap in that final, huh?
Yeah.
Good competitor. What was the key? Because both of you guys were coming hard.
Well, I think the key was just me knowing that I can hold position, I can keep wrestling through stuff. You know, it caught me towards the end there, but I mean, it was a legit throw. He scored his points. He was up 4, and I just figured I just have to keep chipping away. Shape. I've been doing this as a veteran for over 10 years now, so some of that kind of kicked in during the match. And then as a coach too, a lot of times you want to set the example for your kid, because who knows which one's watching right now.
Sure. Yeah, no, now that everything's streamed live, you can have your whole team watch it. Right?
Yep.
So it's been a little while. I mean, this past year they canceled the veterans competitions overseas and in the United States, and people are back wrestling again. And how does it feel for you to be around some of your friends here in the Masters tournament, and also you get out there and truly compete again?
Yeah, I mean, the atmosphere is good. We have a lot of good guys, and when I say good guys, these are guys that's giving back to the wrestling community in their city and their neighborhood, and then, you know, taking upon himself, you know, to take this leap of faith to see what they have in them to wrestle at the master level. And it's very competitive amongst them. They wrestle each other from time to time, but you know, every little bit that you do becomes something greater, right? So if you can do a little bit, who knows when your chance is going to come. And you know, that's kind of been my philosophy during COVID. Usually I go down a weight. This year I'm up a weight, and it really has nothing to do with COVID. For about 24 years, I just haven't given my body a rest. And you know, God willing, right? COVID came, I was a little refreshed, and then now, you know, I get to come back on the mat one weight up, and just challenging myself through different things too.
You looking to do freestyle tomorrow?
I am doing freestyle. You saw my little hiccup there, but I'll overcome that. You know, and you know, there's guys here that's, you know, willing to push themselves, and you know, sometimes you feel like you're not going to get a match, and I'm glad I had one of those, because as I'm getting ready for Worlds in Greece this year, I mean, those are the things I look for. You know, can I be down 4-0 and come back? You know, I don't want to be down 4-0, but you know, if it does happen, you know, the end game is not there. You can end it, you know, when you feel like. So
how do you keep your athletes that you coach motivated and keep them on task? It's been a challenging time. Wrestling's one of those sports that people were afraid to let us have, right? And now the kids, you know, a lot of them have missed out on some opportunities.
Well, I mean, it was a great time for them to grow. We have a generation that, you know, although they work in wrestling and do things in wrestling, it gave them something to say, hey, what more can I do outside of wrestling? How can I become a better person? We've watched a lot of wrestlers grow this past year, you know, Austin Laudenbach, Tashad Nelson, you know, some are 3-year wrestlers, some that are veteran. You just see them starting to grow just as individual, and I think that was really critical, because you know, we did a good job as coaches staying connected, right? What are you doing? What things you need, right? Because it was a funny time, and you didn't know how to manage things. Pandemic doesn't come every year, so
every 100.
Yeah. So it was a learning experience, but all through it, I think you know, when you stick together, those things pay dividend. You know.
Well, you already answered my next question. You're going to Greece, huh?
Yep. I am going to Greece. I'm a 3-time silver medalist. You know, every day I practice or coach or mentor somebody within wrestling, outside of wrestling. It makes me grow. You know, I found ways to, you know, challenge myself, right? There's no easy person in the world. Everybody that's alive have a chance to give themselves to something, right? And I always believe, you know, if I put my best first, I know I'm going to get what I want out of it. So 3 silvers, 5 championship, looking for a 6th one. And, you know, I love it because the European style of wrestling gives us a challenge when we're there. And if you've adapted to it and, you know, grown a little bit more, whether you have one move that you do, but you learn how to expand out a little bit more, give yourself more options, give yourself more setup. But I'm looking forward to a championship in Greece. Would I be at 88 or 78? That's not the question right now. Just getting better, feeling good, and just keeping myself motivated. My confidence is so high. To be honest, I think that's why I won that match.
Yeah.
You know, and it wasn't about I was better than him. I just feel like I have a bigger goal. Every time I come to nationals, it's a step to Worlds, but ultimately, Worlds is my goal, right? I want to have a gold medal. I want to represent U.S. For Masters veterans, and it's a fun experience altogether.
Well, congratulations on a good tournament, and yeah, it's going to be fun seeing how this group does over at the Worlds this year.
Yeah, we saw some younger wrestlers, and we're trying to get them on board, or make sure they're the next, generation of master wrestlers in line. So, when I got recruited, it was like, man, I felt like the world wanted me to do this, right? Like, hey, and it was one person that started it, but then once I got into it, I felt like it was bigger than what I expected. So, yeah, it's been good.
Great job, man. Thank you.
Thank you.